What if you're in a different space this time you've heard it and you receive it differently? What if you've let go of some of the noise in your life and you're finally ready to receive something new? What if you've been put on this webinar for a reason and you just hear just one thing that changes your life? And I don't like to use the term change your life because people throw it around a lot. They throw around life changing, life transforming, and really to think of something life transforming is a pretty big thing. But I'm going to ask you, what if there is just one thing you hear on this webinar in the next 45 minutes? Okay, someone said they can't hear. Can everybody else hear? Can you just type for me? Awesome. What if in the next 45 minutes, something different emerges from this webinar, something you're not expecting? You learn something new, something shifts, you're in a new space to receive it. I don't know, but just have that thought in your head. Just that one thing that's going to be different when you get off this webinar. Because here's what I know. I've done a lot of these webinars. I've done a lot of them live. I've done a lot of them in person. I've done hundreds and hundreds of them. And some people have gotten on one, and instantly after, they've known that it's been for them. Some people have gotten on 5, and instantly after, they've been like, wow, now I'm ready. So what if this is the time you're going to get ready? I want you to come into this with an open mind, and I want to welcome you to this webinar, which I've titled Less Wishing, More Living, Your Opportunity. And this, I actually made this little picture on my iPhone, and you can see the pool and the Mediterranean. Last week I was in Capri on the Amalfi Coast, and I thought it would be quite fitting to put that as our background because this webinar really is about less wishing and more living, and how this applies to you, because it's all well and good for me to be posting pictures all over my Instagram about going to the Amalfi Coast and staying lean while I'm there and still earning money while I'm there and living this incredible life of fulfillment. But that doesn't mean anything unless it applies to you also. So this is your opportunity. So thank you for taking the time to be on this webinar. Thank you for saying yes to the person who invited you on, because there's a lot of crap out there these days that takes up a lot of our time that's not fulfilling, it's not enriching, and it's not something that moves us forward. So what I can promise you is that this webinar, if you choose to let it, will move you forward, and at the very least will inspire you to think a little bit differently, which is huge. So this again is a photo of a few of the people in our incredible team. Last week we were all in the Amalfi Coast together, and something that I love so much about this opportunity is that even though we are so young, and I mean everyone's all varied ages, we built a community of people who are all free together, who can travel the world together, who live a life of purpose together, who live a life of rich health together, and who just have so much fun meeting up in Italy, meeting up in the US, meeting up in Australia, meeting up in Bali, meeting up everywhere. So this is so much bigger than anything I can actually present to you on a webinar, but I'm going to give it a red hot crack. So my name is Peta Kelly, and I am right now sitting at home in Scottsdale, Arizona, and I moved here at the end of March from Perth, Western Australia. So I literally moved to the opposite side of the world. And before I started with this incredible opportunity, I was studying a PhD in exercise and health science at the University of Western Australia. And I absolutely love science, health, and everything to do with the human body. So I had just finished an undergraduate degree. I then got on to publish an honors thesis, all to do with exercise and appetite and energy intake. I just loved learning about the human body and helping people feel better. I also played elite soccer most of my life, and I was a personal trainer and exercise physiologist as well. So it was safe to say I was all about health. I got to a point in my PhD, and by the way, with my PhD, that was my dream, to get a PhD scholarship so that I could research ways to help people live a better life. I knew that that was why I was here, and I knew that was my purpose. But I got about 6 months into my PhD, and I realized that, you know what? Something wasn't right. I didn't feel as full as I should have been feeling, considering I was living my dream. And I knew that, you know, life was about working really hard. But what I also knew was that there was more to life than just working really hard until you die and not having the freedom to actually do everything you want to live. So I just had this knowing. I also had this this feeling of imbalance in my body. And I was the type of person who ate everything healthy. I was the type of person who did the juice cleanses, flew to Thailand and did the fasting. I ate raw vegan at one point. I did paleo. I exercised a lot. I was always fit and healthy. I never, ever even tried Coca-Cola. And some people flip out and they're like, how? So, and if you're on, can you just mute? Otherwise, I've got to get out and mute. If you're on, just please mute if you just stumbled. So I was considered healthy and fit, and I was considered to be someone who knew a lot about the human body. Even though I was young, I knew a lot about the human body. So one day I woke up, and it was literally one day, and I asked myself, Peta, are you happy? You're studying a PhD, you're learning all about health, you're doing what you thought was the supreme, and you're not feeling really good. And when I say not feeling good, I mean like I felt imbalanced. I had feelings of anxiousness, panic attacks. I had trouble sleeping. My mind was just so busy. I had trouble concentrating. My tummy was so sensitive to every single food. I was permanently bloated, permanently. I just didn't feel full. I didn't feel free. I didn't feel balanced. So I decided one day to just defer my PhD. And that was, something I decided to do because I just knew that I should have been feeling better in terms of how aligned I felt with what I was doing, but better in terms of how energetic and how passionate I was, and I just wasn't. So I deferred and I went traveling around Asia with my friend Jo, and Jo had been using this system I'm going to present to you tonight for over a year, and she looked and felt amazing. And she said to me, Peta, you have got to try this. And I said no for so long because I thought I knew everything as a scientist, and I didn't know there could be something as fabulous as this. I thought too good to be true, heard it before, get out of my face. But she said to me, Peta, just try it. You've got nothing to lose. Try it. Shut up and try it. I think she actually had to use the word. I said, fine. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit here, but I started to use these products that she recommended to me after thinking I had known it all. And within 2 weeks of starting to rebalance my body, it was like someone had reached in, flicked the light switch on and said, here you go, Peta. Here's how you are meant to feel. You're meant to wake up before your alarm. You are meant to be able to last all day with your energy. You're not meant to feel like the biggest scatterbrain on earth. You're meant to be able to eat without freaking out that your tummy is going to explode. So I started to feel real health, which was huge for me because I thought I was the healthiest person out of all of my friends. I then started to share this with my clients, my family, my friends, everybody who was asking me, Peta, your skin looks great, you have energy. Everything that everyone asks all the time, especially girls. And I didn't have weight to lose, but I got leaner. And I started to share. Very little did I know that what I was doing was building financial freedom for myself, financial freedom for my family, and opening up a door for me to explore a whole new world of business, personal growth, entrepreneurship, travel, relationships, leadership, speaking on stage, all of these things. It was exactly what I was called to leave my PhD for, helping more people, having a bigger impact, but having more freedom and more balance. And it all just went full circle for me about a year later when I found myself in an event that this company put on. And what I realized at this event was that this company not only offers incredible wellness products, but they offer another incredible wellness product, which is an income opportunity. And what I really started to learn fast was that wellness is not just wellness of the body, it's wellness of the body, it's wellness of the lifestyle and finances, and it's wellness of the mind and the soul and the heart. So I realized that this was a full circle company who was doing it all. And then I went to work. It didn't take me long to earn my first 6-figure income and then on to a 7-figure income. And then I was able to fulfill one of my greatest dreams, which is to retire my single mum of 4 who had worked her freaking ass off her whole life for us, and to give her some of the freedom and relaxation and peace back. And I'd always wanted to do that. And now I live a life of just fulfillment, just complete and utter passion. And I get to spend my time helping other people do the same, helping other people just figure out what it is that they want to do and use this vehicle to make it all happen. So that was quite broad, but I'm going to just go through and present that opportunity for you now. So what I want you to know as I'm talking, and as you know, my story means nothing if I couldn't offer you the same opportunity. I would not get on a webinar and tell you of the beautiful life I have now if I couldn't help you do the same. That would just be stupid and selfish. So that's not what I'm here to do. You can too is what I'm here to do. So this is a group of our incredible team last year at San Diego, all having a great time. Young people who are just freaking incredible. They celebrate each other. They have a good time. They learn. They grow. They have big dreams. They're the type of people you can tell anything to. They don't cut you down. It's not, it's this is my dream. This is what I'm going to do in the world, and they're celebrated. And that's the sort of community that I freaking love being a part of, and you can be a part of it too. So our vision, and this is the Start Your Life movement. There's over almost 50,000 young people in the Start Your Life group all over the world who are doing this too. Our vision is to ignite all young people to own their lives physically and financially, and through our contributions create freedom and a lasting legacy. So this is what this is all about. The vision to ignite all young people. I don't know how old you are. I don't care. Young at heart. You can be whatever. This applies to you. To ignite their lives. To own their lives physically and financially, and through our contributions create freedom and a lasting legacy. This is actually a movement that my handsome fiance started a little while ago, and it's just absolutely exploding, and there's a reason why, and that's why you're being shared this opportunity tonight. So what if you could think different? I'm obsessed with Steve Jobs. Think different is something I say over and over again, but what if you really could think different? Because here is what I have to ask you. If you don't think different, what's going to happen? You're going to think like everyone else, and you're going to end up like everyone else. And I hate to be the bearer of the bad news. Everybody else is not living a fantastic life. And that's sad, but it's true. Most people are not living freedom. Most people are not living health. Most people are not even living with the idea that their dreams could ever come true. So when I say, what if you can think different? What I'm really saying is you must think different. You must think different. Otherwise, you will be like most people. And although I love all people, I don't want to be like most people, because most people aren't happy. Most people aren't having a very good time. So you must think different. Are you living your ideal life? Think about that now. This might sound woo-woo to some of you, but just tune in and listen in, because it is for real. Are you living your ideal life? Are you waking up every day and doing what you want? Or are you waking up groaning and bitching and whinging that you've got to go and do something that you want to do? And how does that work for you right now? Do you have enough money to do everything you want to do? And if not, why not? Are you telling yourself that that's greedy? Have you told yourself that it's just not possible? Are you waking up in the body that you want? Do you have a lot of fat to lose and you've just told yourself you can't do it? Do you want to get more ripped? Do you have enough energy? How do you feel in your mind? Do you feel emotionally balanced? Do you feel like just crazy person with hormones flying around? Are you living your ideal life? Because you were put here to live your ideal life, and many will never, ever, ever choose to realize that. You were given the opportunity to. And this might seem deep for you because I do it all the freaking time, but I just want you to really, really ask yourself these questions. Are you living your ideal life? Because if not, why not? And perhaps you're not ready to. That's cool. But if you are, we have something for you. So what life have you chosen for yourself right now? Some people have chosen to be a student. I did that for 6 years and I loved it. I chose to start work when I was 14 years old for $5.15 an hour. I chose to then work at Action. I chose to then work at Subway. I chose to then do all these things. I've chosen to do a lot of things in my life. But what life have you chosen? Employed, self-employed, investor, student, it doesn't matter. But what we have to know is that whatever we've chosen, we've chosen. We've chosen it perhaps because other people have told us that that is a good path to go down. We've chosen it perhaps because other people have said, do this, you should do this. Or perhaps we've chosen it because we like it and enjoy it. I'm not judging. But just know that whatever you've chosen right now, whether you like it or not, you've chosen it. But that's exciting because it means you get to choose what happens. So is your head in the sand, or are you facing your own reality? And this is, again, this slide is just meant to ask, is your head in the sand, or are you facing your own reality? I'm just going to flick my Facebook on because I can't see anyone typing, so I just want to make sure it's still working. If someone can just type for me. Awesome. So is your head in the sand or are you facing your own reality? And essentially, this is just one of those get real questions. So many people have the yes, but attitude. It's like, yeah, no, well, that would be okay, but I can't. Or, yeah, well, if only this. And it's like the if only and the yes, but. If only, yes, but. If only, yes, but. And it's just excuse after excuse after excuse. And then we all scroll our Instagram and our Facebook and we see people living the lives we want to live. And then we have an excuse as to why they can have it and we can't. And really that's just us not being courageous enough to go for it. So is your head in the sand or are you facing your own reality? Is your life how you want it to be? It might be. Brilliant. Keep it up. But if not, then we have something for you. So the average person spends 86,400 hours at work a year in their whole lifetime. So 40 hours a week, 40 years, the whole thing, 86,400 hours. That's great if you like what you do. If you don't like what you do, that is crap because you're spending your whole life doing things you don't like and you're not here to do things that don't light you up. And again, that might sound like, well, that's a bit woo-woo, but people who understand that are people who live the beautiful lives. So if you love what you do, 86,400 hours is nothing to spend on that. I'd probably work more than that in a week if there was more than that hours in a week because I love what I do. But if you don't like what you do, that is too much time to be spending on it. Find something that lights you up, and if you're not doing it now, find the vehicle that will give you the freedom to do what you love, and that is what we are offering you. So the company, and I describe it as the most wonderful company in the world. I just made my way home from the head office there. I just spent the day there today. Is the most wonderful company in the world. It is the most wonderful solution in the world. I'm so honored and proud that I get to align myself with it. And that this was the opportunity that opened up my doors to entrepreneurship, personal development, leadership, everything. This was what got it all started. This was the beginning for me, and I'm so happy I get to share it with you. So Isagenix, I describe it as a consciousness movement disguised as the best health and wellness network marketing company in the world. It is the solution for whole wellness, wellness of the body, wellness of the life. And this is just a company that is attracting the most incredible people from all over the world. Jack Canfield, John Gray, David Wood, they're all coming because there is something about this company that is revolutionary. So pay attention. Listen to the facts of this presentation because Isagenix is doing some pretty big things in the world right now. They are growing and growing and growing. But some people get caught up in the hype. They get caught up in the news. They get caught up in the art. They get caught up in everything but the facts. You need to listen to the facts because this is a big decision. This is an exciting decision. This is a decision I am so glad I made an educated decision, and you need to make educated decisions about things which can have this big impact on your life. So don't listen to the hype. Don't listen to all the stuff because something as big as this, there's always going to be hype around it. Listen to the facts. So the 4 key criteria to consider when you are choosing any opportunity, because there are so many opportunities out there. We know that. There are so many things that are being offered to people. There's a lot of different companies that are being offered to people, and we need to make smart decisions. So the number one is the market trends. What is the opportunity we're offering you to have to do with market trends? Is it smart? Are you getting involved in the smart market? Number 2, what are the solutions? Do the solutions really work? Because let's face it, some don't in other parts of the world. Number 3, who is your world-class partner? And number 4, what is your opportunity? Not my opportunity, what is your opportunity? So number 1, the market trends. And before I go on, just know that everything I say is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent a disease. That's pretty basic, but I'm sharing real stories, real information, and if you want to see studies on the products, go to isagenixhealth.net and you can see real university peer-reviewed studies, but there is no claims going on here. So the global weight loss market is worth over $672 billion. People are spending their money on trying to lose weight. And guess what? It's not working. We're getting fatter and sicker and fatter and sicker despite all this money being poured into research. We need a real solution. Over 69% of people in North America are considered overweight or obese. I mean, I don't even need to say anything else about that. This is not an aesthetic issue. This is a real health issue. The fitness industry is worth over $75 billion from gyms alone. So I know many of you will have a gym membership. I can't get you to raise your hand, but I know many of you will have a gym membership. And I know many of you will spend money on things like CrossFit and F45 and all the other fantastic things happening at the moment. So there's a lot of people wanting to improve their energy and performance. There's another market we want to get amongst. Global anti-aging products, $285 billion by 2018. I mean, people want to look younger. And living in America now, I can definitely know that people want to look younger. But people everywhere want to look younger. So that's a market we want to tap into. We want to be on the leading edge of cellular aging, not quick fixes, not any of that stuff, but cellular aging, DNA aging, to nourish ourselves. And not just talk about when we get older, I'm talking about things like repair. Everybody wants to take care of their cells at this level. And money, 69% of college graduates had an average student loan debt of $28,400. And I know that sounds, I know some of you are American, some of you are not. But I had a HEX debt. That's what people in Australia know it as. And in my last tax return, the government took the whole thing out of my tax return because network marketing allowed me such an income for that to happen. But I was like, wow. I mean, I was so grateful that I didn't have to notice that, but I know how much it would have sucked if I was still trying to find a job and having to pay a $30,000, $40,000 HEX debt. So this is a real issue for young people. They're paying all this money to go to school, and then they're coming out and getting a job so they can pay the money back. And a lot of the time they aren't loving their job. So this is an issue. Some people do love their job, but students right now, for the most part, are struggling. This doesn't mean that we want to stop them from studying. It means you want to give them some money so they can afford to study and not freak out and just be poor. You know, you don't have to be a poor student. You can be a smart student with a network marketing business. So money and work are primary stressors for 76% of people. Just to stop and think about this. When asked what are the things that stress you out the most, 76% of people said work and money. So it would make sense that we had a solution for people who are stressed out about work and money, because you know what? There's something other stat that's like, it was something like most divorces would be saved if they just had an extra $400 a month in their household. So when people say that money isn't about health, money is absolutely about health, because stress is health. And 76% of people are stressing about money and work. So just imagine being in a business that provides a solution for all of these trends. So these statements have not been evaluated by the Therapeutic Goods Administration. So when I'm talking about products and stuff like that, we're talking about real science here that you can go and investigate. So I'm not making claims about anything like that. So there is a study by the University of Illinois. There is tons of scientific evidence on isagenixhealth.net. Our scientific team is headed by John. Well, the formulator of our products is John Anderson. He is the mineral man. He is one of the most well-acclaimed formulators in the world. And our research and development team is well over 30 people now. He's headed by Suk Cho, who has a PhD in organic chemistry, amongst all these other things. I don't need to bang on about that. If you want to go and investigate the products, please do. They are incredible. So the Isagenix solutions. The Isagenix has solutions to transform lives, and I know that sometimes we say transform lives. It sounds so, they transform lives, but this is for real transforming lives. So there's innovative products for weight loss, energy and performance, healthy aging, and wealth creation. Hey, Holly, my doggy's here. So there's 4 aspects of wellness. So what I want you to do, hey buddy, while I'm talking, is I want you to just get a pen and paper, and I want you to write down a list of people's names who come to your mind as I'm speaking. So it could be people you know well, it could be people you don't know well, because the whole point of this gift is to be shared. So get a pen and paper and start writing down whoever comes to your mind while I'm speaking. So the Isagenix solutions, and this is what got me this is what took me so long to get started, was because I saw these products and I saw them in a tub and in a capsule, and I thought they can't be natural, they can't be as amazing as they say. And little did I know that I was actually wrong. And we're all conditioned to think that because there's so much crap products out there. But when I look at these products, what I see is the incredible science, the beautifully sourced ingredients from all over the world, like the aloe vera leaf gel and all the adaptogens in the Ionics and all of the superfoods in the shakes, which are just full of incredible nutrition. So, when I look at these products, I see real health and real results. And, I can look at my body now and knowing I just spent a week in Italy, not really holding back on what I ate, and I've come back and my abs are still there and I feel incredible just as before I left, because these products, they sustain your health and they're working at a cellular level. It is not a quick fix, it's a lifestyle. And I've gone over 3.5 years putting these in my body every single day and I won't stop. So the Isacleanse shake. We hear about shakes all the time, and this is why I was not a shake person. I used to make my own smoothies, grow my own almonds, or do all this stuff. So when I heard about a shake, I thought, no thanks, I'm all good. But then I tried one, and how it felt on my tummy was the best thing, but it tasted delicious. So I went and researched the shake, and I found that it has the normal shake without even the extra protein, because we've got extra protein as well. Just note that. The normal one is 24 grams of protein, undenatured whey protein from happy grass-fed cows, which has not been fed any steroids or hormones that keep you feeling full. They have live enzymes in them, fiber. They have 76 micronutrients and vitamins and minerals that we need. They are heaven sent, and they can be used in so many different ways. A meal replacement, I personally have 2 a day, and I have 3 other meals. I eat 5 times a day, but I also add the extra protein just on its own because I like to beef up the protein, especially when I work out. So they're so flexible for every age. Children have 1 scoop instead of 2. Obviously, they don't want as much protein. They have low GI carbohydrates from things like from beets and strawberries. They have great fats from things like coconut oil. These shakes are just incredible, and every time I read the back of it, I just get so excited to just put it in my body. And again, there's a Skidmore study that researched all this stuff, so get on isagenixhealth.net and have a look. So the cleanse. Most times we hear cleanse, we think, oh my gosh, cleanse, I'm going to be on the toilet all day. So here's what this cleanse is. It's a nourishing cleanse that gently yet very effectively cleanse your entire body, all of your organs, your blood. It's a nourishing cleanse. It contains powerful antioxidants. It supports weight loss and metabolism, and it supports liver, immune, and cellular health. It's got beautiful ingredients like goji berry, aloe vera leaf gel, so many other things. So just go and have a look at the ingredients. It's on isaproduct.com. The Ionics Supreme. So the Ionics is one of my favorite products for sure. It's full of adaptogens that help combat the effects of environmental, mental, and physical stresses. So adaptogens come from a word which means adapt. So they help your adrenal glands. Sorry, my dog's going crazy. Help your adrenal glands adapt to stress. So particularly important for people who have stressful lifestyles, fast-paced lifestyles, but also athletes. So I have this one every morning and every night before I go to bed too, just before I go to sleep. This keeps me sharp all day. And this is my favorite. This is my favorite product. So Aegis Active. So this is one that is incredible, again, for everyone of all ages. Athletes love this one. It's full of vitamin D3, resveratrol, CoQ10. They're some of the most powerful antioxidants on the planet. They target the sources of aging at the cellular level, and they support the body and cells to regenerate and produce energy. So these are this has got a lot to do with fat burning too. When I was doing my research, we did a lot of work on CoQ10 and its role in fat burning and energy production. So these just go deep, deep, deep. Isagenesis, an incredible product. Powerful blend of antioxidants. This is a product which is incredibly supportive of healthy aging. Incredibly supportive of healthy aging. So I encourage you all to go and have a look at a video on isamovie.com called What's Aging You. So go and check out isamovie.com, What's Aging You, and have a look at the science behind this. So Isagenix actually partnered up with a man called Bill Anderson. And he was a part of a Nobel Prize winning research to do with telomeres. So Isagenix is definitely at the leading edge of healthy aging research. The E-Shot, again, one of my favorite products. I was like, why are they bringing out an E-Shot when it first came out? Because I didn't understand that this was all natural adaptogens, which are really good for your heart, organic caffeine. So this is a little energy boost, but something that can be sustained and no crash and is very safe and good for your heart. So I have these before I work out. So Henry just asked a question, is this designed for weight loss? No, Henry, I've never had weight to lose. I've always been thin. I'm going to talk about some product results later. This is for everyone. Weight management, people who work out, energy and performance, healthy aging. It's for absolutely everyone. So the products, if you want to build lean muscle, they're for you. If you want to just stay healthy and take care of yourself at the cellular level, they're for you. If you want to lose weight, they're for you. If you want to age gracefully, they're for you. If you want to maintain your weight with ease, especially when you travel the world, they are for you. If you want something convenient and easy to put into your lifestyle that you know is going to take care of your health, they are for you. They are for everyone. So there are so many other products. Again, the extra protein, the healthy green tea infused chocolate, I love them. The women's men's essentials, the greens, all the extra snacks, the want more energy, which is electrolytes. There are so many, and there is also so many more products coming. I think I counted 8 new products coming in the next 7 months to Australia. And in America, I mean, you've got everything. You've got coffee coming. You've got so many. I could go on forever about that, but Brenda just wrote she was blessed, cursed with a fast metabolism, but put on 3 kilos of lean muscle with this system. That's awesome. So the Isagenix products really work, okay? You can go and have a look at isagenixhealth.net and have a look at this study which was done. 56%. So they compared the 30-day system to the heart healthy diet, which is the one the doctors give, and here are the results. 56% lost more weight with Isagenix. So it's 56% more weight loss with Isagenix, 47% more fat loss with Isagenix, which means they maintain muscle, and twice as much visceral fat loss. There was also a whole bunch of other results come out of this, and there was also a 15-month study done, so you can see all of those on isagenixhealth.net. The 15th-month study talks about the maintenance of Isagenix, which is obviously the crucial part, not just the first 30 days, and they talk about lean muscle mass, and talk about all that sort of stuff, and also oxidative markers, which talk about inflammation and stuff like that. So you can go and look at all of that, and I urge you to, because it's amazing research. So the results, we can go on and on about the results. Here are a few people who lost weight. So these were the people in the weight loss category. They lost weight. So this is just, we've got thousands of these pictures. Here is my recent IsaBody photo, and this is just what I like to maintain. I don't do before and afters really. I like to do durings because I like to maintain my weight. I don't like to feel like I'm doing really good and then not good. My IsaBody journey is one of maintenance while I travel, when I'm not traveling, all throughout. So I've never been one to lose weight, but Isagenix makes it easy for me to stay toned, lean, happy, healthy, happy tummy, wake up with ease, sleep like a baby, all of the stuff we want as a human being. Here's my brother. He is, again, someone who did not have weight to lose, but he likes to put on lean muscle, and he likes to eat, and he likes to, travel. So here's him, and here's his results. Again, this is for everyone. Whether you want to lose weight, you want to put on lean muscle, you just want a simple system for maintenance. So there's so many elite athletes who use our products, and I know there's some Americans on the call, but I'm using the Australian slides. So there's Natalie Cook, and these people aren't endorsed. Isagenix doesn't endorse anybody. They don't need to. These people pay for their products and they build a business just like everyone else. So Rico Gear, New Zealand All Blacks rugby player. Natalie Cook, she's a multiple 6-figure earner with Isagenix. I could go on and on. Dirk Venter, there's so many. Jana Pittman. So let's talk about wealth creation now, because this is crucial for wellness. And let's face it, although some people like to hide away from the fact that we need money, I definitely don't, because I've seen how it has transformed my family's life, and particularly the stress of my mum, and relieved her of that. And so I understand just how crucial wealth is for wellness. So network marketing, the business of the 21st century, the most incredible profession in the world. And when I say profession, it's because it absolutely is. It's one of the highest paid professions in the world. It's something that when you understand it, you learn it, you commit to it, earns you more money over a longer term if you apply yourself. And that's if you apply yourself. Again, disclaimer, not everybody earns the same amount in this. Everybody has the same opportunity. But network marketing is an industry where you choose your own boss. You choose what you earn. And you have the ability to build residual income, which is something that is the epitome of financial freedom. It's a business where you grow as a person. It's a business where you choose, you can work on a laptop on the beach if you want. It really is the ultimate freedom business, yet it is one that takes work, it takes skills, it takes practice, and something that not everybody does and not everybody can do, but if you want to do it, you can. So the richest people in the world look for and build networks. Everyone else looks for a job. So this is Robert Kiyosaki, and he is just one of the men of wealth who are ambassadors of network marketing. Richard Branson is, Donald Trump is. There's a lot of people. I mean, Warren Buffett. I think for those who know Jeff Olson, he wrote The Slight Edge. He actually owns a network marketing company. So the world is moving towards network marketing. It's this intelligent distribution. It really is the business of the 21st century. And Robert Kiyosaki actually wrote a book called Business of the 21st Century if you want to learn more about exactly why he thinks network marketing is the place to be. He's the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad too. So number 3, this is another decision you have to make when you're choosing an opportunity like this. World-class partnership. Who are your partners? So the vision of Isagenix is to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process create the largest health and wellness company in the world. So I want you to just type whether or not you could get behind a vision like that. So what you need to know about these 3 people is that they are just the most beautiful-hearted people on the planet. They live, sleep, and breathe Isagenix, and they came out of retirement to start this company. So Jim and Kathy were both super successful in network marketing before. Kathy had built to the top of 3 companies, and Jim had been like one of the most revered network marketing consultants in the world. He was heading a company who went to $1 billion in less than 24 months. So he definitely knew what he was doing in network marketing. People call him the network marketing genius. So Jim and Kathy had retired. And they'd been burned a little bit in network marketing because some companies don't have as much integrity as ours, but they weren't finished yet. And they really, really wanted to be the ambassadors of network marketing and create a safe home for people to be able to use this vehicle to really free their family. This is Eric on the left. He is my handsome fiance. He is he's probably in my house somewhere. I wonder if I can get him to come. He can hear me. I don't know. But he's the one who founded the Star Movement, and he is the most selfless, hardworking person on the planet. And I get to live with him, so I know, but he works harder on this company than anybody. And this is just proof that it's a legacy company. It's not a company that's going to go public, and that means that you are safe, and you can just put your trust in this company, which not a lot of them can say. So the right company, like I said, and I'm sorry the chat is covering John Anderson's face, but John Anderson, as I said, he is the master formulator. He is known as the Mineral Man. He's formulated over 2,300 formulations around the world. And so he, again, came out of retirement because he had all of the right product knowledge to put this together, and yet he hadn't done it in previous companies because most companies like to stinge on things to keep the products low, yet he had all the knowledge and the belief to put together the right products if only a company would let him do it with no compromise. Jim and Kathy, on the other hand, knew that they had all the knowledge it took to build a strong network marketing company that would be the real home. So they came out of retirement together. Neither of them needed to build the right company, the company that did it right. You know, a lot of companies try and they don't last over 10 years. Something like over 50,000 companies have tried and only 51 or 52 have made it over 10 years. So this is a company that stood the test. Its owners and its corporate staff have network marketing experience. It's ranked way above number 27 globally now in the direct selling news. It just won another 9 Stevie Awards, which is the American Business Awards. Jim and Kathy won 2. Eric won a gold. It was incredible. And these are the American Business Awards. They go up against companies like Sony. This isn't network marketing. So this is the company that you are being partnered with. They give millions of dollars to Make-A-Wish with all the associates, and they've done over $3 billion in cumulative sales. We're heading for our first $1 billion year, soon to be $2 billion, $3 billion, $5 billion. So this is somewhere that gives a lot of clues. So the timing and growth of Isagenix. So as you can see, we're in a pretty good trajectory now, but it is a solid trajectory. If you can see, the growth has been steady from 2002, and now we hit momentum in about 2014 all over the world. And I know those in Aussie, you experience it too. So our goal for 2015 is 1.1 billion. Our goal for 2014 was 500 million, and we smashed it, doing 725 million. And this total revenue, as everyone in Isagenix knows, is a result purely of lives being impacted. And that's what we love about this family and this community, is that really is what everybody cares about the most. And you know, a lot of people say that, but this company really walks that walk. So does this look like a company that you'd want to be involved in? Does this look like a company that you'd want to partner with? So a real global opportunity. I'm sorry about that squiggle. I don't know what I'm doing. Isagenix is success in over 12 countries and counting. A lot of companies, and I love all companies, but a lot of companies will open up in all these countries and they don't have an actual office there. So Isagenix has success in over 12 countries, but they do it right in every country. They set up an office, they go through the proper regulations, they get the proper staff. So you know that you're going to be safe. Now Isagenix is going to set up in each country properly. So knowing that we're registered to go into a lot of countries and we're only in 12, that sounds like a clue as well about the timing and your opportunity right now. It is a good time to get involved in Isagenix, and it is a really good time to put your running shoes on. So I know that we're going, and we just went into Indonesia. I know that we've got plans for the UK coming up and a lot of other places. So this is just a baby. So if you can put on your running shoes now and grow networks all over the world, do you know what that looks like for your family? It's crazy. So again, earning levels for everyone in Isagenix is dependent on you. We all have the same Isagenix compensation plan. It is the best compensation plan in the whole world. We have people coming from all other companies because of this compensation plan. It is like they've figured out all of the things that we wanted to do right and put it in one compensation plan. It is so generous, it just explodes people's mind when they see it. But everybody doesn't earn the same amount because not everybody is willing to work as hard as other people. Your income is dependent on your effort. So just know that. I can say what I earn, I can say what others earn. Will you earn that amount? Depends on how hard you work and how big you grow your network, how well you learn the skills. So your opportunity number 4, this is the exciting bit. How does this work? This is the simplest business on the planet. People go to work to make it complicated. So please let it be this simple. You use the products, you share the system, and then you identify business partners and you repeat. Use the products, learn the system and share the system, and identify business partners and repeat. So there's actually another way that we can describe this. Use the products, talk to people, learn the system. It's as easy as using the products, learn the system that we use, and help other people do the same thing. It's super simple. People confuse it, think it has to be hard because they think that something that achieves you this, something that affords you this much success must be complicated. Not in this industry. It's simple. It's work, but it's simple. So this is something I drew. And again, I can't get rid of this group chat thing, but it says, this is you. This is our gift of Isagenix. This is people with dreams and people needing solutions. That's who we're giving it to. So this is how simple this is. You have a gift. People with dreams, people needing solutions. So our Isagenix products, so this is what we encourage everybody to get the Isagenix products paid for within their first 48 hours. Why? Because you can. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Marcelo. Because you can. So this is the whole Isagenix compensation plan, and this is because we know simple things work. This is how it works. You share with 2, they share with 2, and you repeat. You share with 2, you help them share with 2, and repeat. That is the entire Isagenix compensation plan. But if you enroll with Isagenix and you want to get your stuff for free, your first step is simple. You plus 2, them plus 2. And I urge you all, if you have a pen, please write this down. Go to isagenixbusiness.com and watch the start video, and also the so go to the start section and watch you plus 2, them plus 2, and also go to the training and watch the compensation plan there. Johnny just asked, what is the current percentage of business builders in Isagenix? Johnny, there is 83% of the Isagenix associates are product users only. They are consistent customers. They use the products month to month with no interest in building the business. And then when you look at everybody else who builds a business, Isagenix has created 156 millionaires. That's something like less than 10% of them have any network marketing experience. Across the stage last year, there was over 400 six-figure earners. So the answer to your question, Johnny, is anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. We see it all the time. It's just a matter of whether people do it or not. So the evidence is all there. The clues are all there. We're creating more 6- and 7-figure income earners than any other company. But the beautiful thing about our percentages are our products are so, people love our products so much that 83% of our Isagenix associates are active associates and ongoing customers without even building the business. So the Start 1000. Yeah, Amway probably does have more because they've been around a lot longer. But what I'm saying is in terms of how long we've been around for, how fast our growth is, we're building a lot. There's not a lot of companies that can say they've created 156 millionaires in 13 years. So it's the Start 1000. The Start 1000 is something Eric created which celebrates young people who are earning over, and just on that, Johnny, my seller, he's in Amway. I'm not even going to buy into that. Anyway, we're not doing comparison here. I'm talking about this opportunity. This opportunity is fantastic. That's what I'm talking about here. So Start 1000 is something Eric created in I think last year to celebrate the first 1,000 people under the age of 35 who earn a 6-figure residual income. And so far we are at, I can't even know the number. Eric, actually you can't hear me, over 130 already. So this is people aged between 18 to 35. And this is, again, something that's not really comparable. And I would love to see the numbers from other companies. I'm not into comparing other companies. When I look at Isagenix, there's an X factor that's not actually in any other company. So I don't do comparison between other companies. This is an unrivaled company for reasons far beyond. But that is why I'm presenting this opportunity because I love Isagenix and I'm not presenting for another company. But to have over 130, I think over 140, might even be over 150 now, can't even keep track, young people between 18 to 35 who are earning a 6-figure residual income, there's not many other companies which can say that. And I am so proud of this movement and I'm so excited to watch them all roll in all the time. So startyourlife.com is where you want to go if you're someone who wants to learn about the stories of the young people. And again, go ahead, startyourlife.com. This is where you can hear about stories of all the young people. This is where you can see all the Start 1000. We have a Start Facebook group there too, so go ahead and get amongst that. There's videos there, there's tools, there's everything like that there. So how you can start today. So the pack that most people start on, and I think this is the Australian price, so just know USA, your products are cheaper. Everything in Australia is more expensive. So and most people choose to start on the President's Pack. And I'm just going to see if I have the other one. Yeah, there's other ones. It's a lot cheaper in America. And like I said, Australia is a lot more. But this works out to be about $21 a day. And what you're getting in your President's Pack is you're replacing 2 meals a day. So essentially, it works out to be $21 a day, which is under, if you count all your vitamins and minerals, $21 a day for 2 meals, plus all your vitamins and minerals. So most people save money starting on the President's Pack. But not only are you getting a President's Pack and all of your products, you're getting your online office, your online training, your online shop. You're getting access to the Facebook communities. You're getting all of that stuff, which is worth so much more. So your investment in Australia is about $600. Your investment in America is around $550. Johnny, I'm just reading this. I'm guessing trying to gauge my chances of making six figures. Johnny, if you work hard, you will make six figures. So, Johnny, I want you to just go on to isagenixbusiness.com and go to the truth about our compensation plan. That might help. That might help. But what I know is that I have personally created over. I personally have created over probably 20 six-figure earners myself. So that gives you an idea of. And I've never had any network marketing experience, so that gives you just a rough idea. But I want you to just go in and have a look at the isagenixbusiness.com training section, the truth about the compensation plan, and just, it really is, it's anybody can do it. It's just whether people do it or not. And there's a few different things that determine success: how willing people are to learn the skills, how willing people are to grow as a people, when people get to events. There's a whole bunch of things. There's no textbook successful person, but the thing is, if you want it bad enough, it's there for you, because people are doing it. People are doing it against all odds. People are doing it single mums with 5 kids. People are doing it young people who have no idea. So it's all there for you. So Johnny, I think that would be a great resource for you. But the President's Pack is the pack to start on if you're serious about investing. Firstly, in your first month, which is going to completely transform your health. This is not the investment every month, but for your first month, it will kick you off. It will set your business up fantastically because you have an idea of all the products that you're sharing. And this week we have free membership for $25 to celebrate Jim Cooper's birthday. And yes, these are Aussie prices, Stephen. I said that. So these are Aussie prices. America, go on to isaproduct.com and check out your own prices. I just figured that most of the people on this webinar are Aussie. There's $25 you can save on your President's Packs this week. So perfect timing. New Zealand, your prices are in New Zealand dollars. So again, get in touch with whoever put you on this webinar and they can direct you to the prices for you. But essentially, the President's Pack is something that I want you to understand this investment, guys. This is an investment. It's something that you're investing in your health, deep health. You're investing in your business. You're investing in something that you can't really put a price on. And the best part is a 30-day money-back guarantee. So no one is trying to get you to do something that doesn't work for you. Get it, try it, put it in your body, see what it does. And then after you've invested in your first month, you go into a maintenance program. So here's another, here are some other ways to start. So some people, if they really just can't do the President's Pack right now, they start on the 30-day system. So that's the next best pack, or the Energy and Performance Pack. So they're the next best packs to start on if you can't start the President's Pack. The 30-day system or the Energy and Performance Pack. And in America, I think they're about 250. In Australia, I think they're about 350. So have a look at the other Getting Started packs. They're all fantastic. And the bottom line is just get these products into your body. Just get them in, let them do their job. Again, 30-day money-back guarantee, because there's nothing to hide here. So again, our vision is to ignite all young people to own their lives physically and financially, and through their contributions, create freedom and a lasting legacy. I did have something else to say on this, just on the maintenance. So what happens is after you've had your first 30 days, you go on to a maintenance program. So you go on to a maintenance program, which could be anything. To keep your business alive, it only has to be 100 BV. But what I want you all to do now is to go on to the start section of isagenixbusiness.com and learn how to get your products paid for. Get in touch with the person who contacted you with this and just take a look, get involved. You've got nothing to lose. You have all the support in the world. I encourage you to get your products paid for. I encourage you to share them. This is one of those things where people say it is too good to be true. You know what? It's not. It is the best things people assume are too good to be true. That's the trick. People think that anything good is too good to be true, or it's not. So take a look, get the products into your body. And Trisha just asked, are the products, all the products available use non-GMO? So Trisha, our company sources everything as organically as possible. You're not actually allowed to put a non-GMO stamp on your products. And there is an article in isagenixhealth.net which explains our GMO policy. So you can go and read that. But you can be you can feel safe in knowing that our company sources every ingredient as organically and as possible, which is almost all of them. But because there's a couple of little ingredients and a couple of the things like the bars that can't be, they can't slap that stamp on it. And that's pretty standard these days. A lot of people are slapping the stamp on without it even being there. So this is a conversation we have a lot, and it's frustrating because we know the quality of these products. They are no compromise. But just go to the isagenixhealth.net and go to the Getting Started tab and go and read the no compromise policy and the GMO article, and you can feel pretty safe and happy with that. And so my guidance for you now, get in touch with the person who got you onto this webinar. Jump in if you want to. Again, this was just supposed to educate you. If it feels good, jump in. You'll be supported. You'll be loved through this. And share it with your friends, because the most beautiful part about this is people need us. We have something that they need. And by sharing it, we create beautiful lives for us and our families. So I love you all. Thank you so much for your time. And I will